It's about 1 or almost 1, so I think it is time to break my fast. I had 2 bowls. I had the entire thing I cooked. The other half of the lentils that I had soaked, I basically have set aside for dinner. Anyway, that really was a delicious lunch. But anyway, I don't really have any more work left to do, so I'm probably going to edit for the next couple hours before I head out for my afternoon walk. I think I'm gonna go edit on the terrace because I feel like I want some sun. I've been inside for a little while and I think some sun will be nice. Alright, so I edited for a little while. It's 4:30 now, and this is usually when I go for my afternoon walk. I actually need to do grocery shopping today a little bit because I found out that I have not been having enough fats in my diet. So it's a really low amount. It's 6 grams. And now that I'm thinking back, last time I ate pretty similarly to how I'm eating now. My skin, I don't know if it was psoriasis or what. I thought at the time that it was stress, but now that I'm thinking back, part of it could have been a lack of fat in my diet, because a lack of fat also affects your hormones, it affects your brain function. So that actually could have caused me to be more stressed as well. And then both things could have caused my skin to basically, I don't even know what to call it, but my skin, it wasn't acne or anything, but it wasn't dry either. I don't know, it was weird. Like, I guess it was dry, it was almost like scaly. I basically got psoriasis. Now thinking back, I didn't even realize it until now that it was probably from a lack of fat. So I want to go pick up some fat sources. The reason why I don't have fats in my diet is because a lot of high fat, healthy foods, I find it really easy to overconsume. The only one that I don't overconsume as easily is maybe avocados, but the issue is here in Albania, the avocados are imported from Costa Rica, so it's super expensive. I'm not paying an exorbitant amount for each avocado. So I'm gonna go and try to find them. The thing is, usually people recommend things like nuts, for example, and nuts are just one of those things that I can overconsume in an insane way. You give me a big bag of pistachios, almonds, cashews, any kind of nut really, Brazil nuts, and I'm going to devour the whole thing. I don't know why with nuts I just can't really, I can't keep it to just the one portion. So I'm going to go to the store and see what kind of fat sources I can find. Another one I have in mind is yogurt. If I can find full fat yogurt, that would be good to kind of mix into my lentils. And I'm not gonna sit there and just eat plain yogurt by itself. So that's one that I know I won't overconsume. And then the other option would be hummus. The only thing is, I think hummus, I would just eat it on, I mean, you can have it with vegetables and stuff. Hummus could be a good option. The thing is, I can have portion control with something like pistachios. Let's say I buy a bag of pistachios. I will easily overconsume it, but if I'm being aware of what I'm eating, if I'm eating more consciously, I can have self-control most of the time. The issue is if I just have a big amount of pistachios in the house or some sort of nut, when my period comes around, if I'm really emotional, I kind of struggle with emotional eating. Just having that snack on hand isn't the best for me, because if I'm mainly having lentils, which is what I eat now, it's kind of hard to overconsume lentils, I think, and then you have to go cook it. It's not just something that you can grab and eat. So that's my only concern, and that's why I don't keep it in the house. I don't have anything against it, I just try not to have it in the house, because otherwise I can easily overconsume it if I'm having a hard day, quite honestly, or even if I'm just around my period. So it's not ideal, but we do have to get fats into the diet for health. So we're gonna go and try to find something. Usually on my walks, I either listen to podcasts or I call my mom while I'm on the walk. So I texted my mom 10 minutes ago, or now it's been 15, and asked if I could call her. So she said yes. So we're gonna chat with her. Well, not we, I'm gonna chat with her. My mom's gonna watch this. Hi, Mom. Anyway, let's head up for the walk. Alright, so I'm back from the store. I ended up buying some walnuts. I'm cooking my lentil soup right now. should be ready soon, which is great because I'm really hungry. Apparently 1 ounce of walnuts will give me the omegas I need and everything for the day, so that's what I'm going to do. Aside from that, I think it's going to be a pretty relaxed evening, and I'm gonna eat. I'm probably going to continue editing my video. I'm really enjoying it. I'm basically editing an apartment tour, and I think it's coming out really nicely. So it's, by the time you're watching this, it's already out if you want to watch the apartment tour. Editing for the last couple hours, and I usually go to bed in about an hour from now. Last hour of the day I spend in the hot tub reading, so it's a pretty nice way to end the day, to be honest. Relax the muscles and read and just kind of unwind a little bit before sleep. I do bring my water out there because spending more than 15 minutes at that temperature, you do get dehydrated quite quickly, and I don't want to pass out, because if I pass out I'm going to drown and no one is going to realize, and I will 100% die because I live alone. The book I'm reading right now is called Why We Sleep. My, I guess, New Year's resolution has been to start sleeping 7.5 hours. I used to always sleep 6 hours. I've pretty much done it for, I've always pretty much slept 6 hours. My thinking was, if I can get like an extra hour and a half of productivity in, that's more useful than sleeping. And I felt okay-ish with the 6 hours, but now that I'm doing 7.5, and I've been doing it now for a good while, at least more than a couple months. I thought I felt good with 6 hours, but I feel that much better with 7.5. So I've been reading this book, and it's great. So I read that for about half the time I'm in the hot tub, and then the second half is just scripture before bed. Anyway, as you saw, my day is a little bit boring, or at least it appears that way. I kind of picked this city in Albania, and well, it didn't have to be in Albania. I was basically just picking a place where I could relax and not really be distracted by too much, so I could really focus for these first couple months of the year. So it's been perfect for that. This is a beach town, and it's too cold to go into the water right now, so it's really quiet. It's kind of a ghost town, but it's a very pretty ghost town, so it's like a nice environment to be in while not being distracted. So it's absolutely perfect for what I wanted. And honestly, I've been really enjoying these kind of boring but productive and stable days. I feel like at the beginning of the year, we all have a lot of extra motivation, so I kind of wanted to capitalize on that to make as much progress as I could in this first bit of the year, and then kind of move on to different places that I know will distract me a little bit more. Anyway, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you next Sunday.